Atheist. The relationship I have with these people is similar to the relationship a teacher has with stupidity. We both want these things to go away, but we both know our job depends on these things existing. That means school is in session, and this is Sunday Apologetics. Thank you for tuning in. Now, it's getting pretty close to Christmas, and as an apologetic, I soon learned that just like trees, gifts, and stale TV specials, Grinch-like atheists and Christmas go hand in hand. Take, for example, a claim made by psychology professor named Alex Blanco, who tweeted a tweet that said that God impregnated the Virgin Mary without her consent, making her a person with the hashtag #MeToo story. No, I'm not joking. The link is in the description. But like a certain atheist I debated on biblical slavery, not naming names here, the person clearly knows nothing about what the Bible says, yet feels educated enough to talk about it. I'll never understand people like that. But either way, did Mary give God consent to impregnate her? Well, part of what makes this claim so bad is, yes, she very clearly did. Gospel of Luke 1:38. I am the Lord's servant, Mary answered. May your words to me be filled. Then the angel left her. Sounds like consent to me. But you know what? I promised you guys a good Christmas special. So just for all those atheists out here, here is my Christmas gift to you. Was Adolf Hitler really a Christian? Adolf Hitler, a man who needs no introduction. He committed what is today known as the worst modern-day act of genocide. His name is synonymous with evil. Some people even claim he is the most evilest man to ever live. Between you and me, I think Joseph Stalin was eviler, but that's not the point. The evil atrocities committed by Adolf Hitler can barely be exaggerated. 6 million Jews alone and countless others were loaded and relocated to concentration camps. What awaited them was a living hell, with techniques such as death marches, gas chambers, sometimes straight-up shooting, and those who weren't killed were used in horrific science experiments. As a historian, I am well aware of this, but something that has been bothering me for a very long time is something as simple as this. Was Adolf Hitler a Christian? Was this man who committed these atrocities really a follower of Christ? Well, no one we can trust more to tell us than the man himself. Here are 3 quotes from Adolf Hitler on his religious beliefs. Quote, Hence today I believe I am acting in accordance with the will of the Almighty Creator. By defending myself against the Jew, I am fighting the work of the Lord. Oh no. And the founder of Christianity made no secret, indeed, of his estimation of the Jewish people. When he found it necessary, he drove those enemies of the human race out of the temple of God. Oh no. Anyone who dares to lay hands on the highest image of the Lord commits sacrilege against the benevolent Creator of this miracle and contributes to the expulsion from paradise. Oh no! Oh yeah! Sounds like a pretty devout Christian man, right? Well, what Adolf Hitler had to say behind closed doors about Christianity will shock you. Quote, The reason why the ancient world was so pure and light was that it knew nothing of the 2 great scourges, the pox and Christianity. Yet Rome today allows itself to reproach Bolshevism with having destroyed the Christian churches, as if Christianity hadn't behaved the same way toward the pagan temples. Calling Christians a scourge? That doesn't seem very Christian. Not to mention he's saying that the Romans acting this way is justified. When talking to his pet architect, Albert Speer, Hitler had this to say, quote, "It has been a misfortune to have the wrong religion. Why did it have to be Christianity with its meekness and flabbiness? Islam was a religion of men, and how genetic to the soldiers of Islam received. They received a warrior's heaven and a real earthly paradise with sex slaves and wine flowing." Well, that certainly didn't sound very Christian. So what do we make of these supposedly contradicting beliefs? Well, let me ask you this. If I was to say to your face that you were my friend, but then I was to go behind closed doors and say that you were not my friend, you may believe that you are not my friend, because what people say behind closed doors is often the truth. And also, the wide consensus of historians consider Adolf Hitler to be irreligious, anti-Christian, anti-clerical, and scientistic. He has fiercely criticized Christianity, calling it and denouncing it as a harmful superstition. But don't take my word for it. It's loading. A historian by the name of Lawrence Rez had this to say, quote, "I found no evidence that Hitler in his personal life expressed beliefs in the basic tenets of the Christian Church." A friend of Hitler, named Ernest Hagstyle, had this to say, "Hitler was to all extents and purposes an atheist by the time I got to know him." Like many other people, I theorized that perhaps Adolf Hitler did have some religious background to him. When you're around a man as evil as Adolf Hitler, you just sense something almost demonic and supernatural about him. But for the love of God, atheists, make your New Year's resolution to stop saying that Hitler was a Christian and trying to hurt Christianity by doing so. Not only is it already bad enough that you think pointing out how certain people who were Christian did bad things is acceptable, now it's not even true. Having said that, like, subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff. And by all means, whatever you do, have a Merry Christmas. Give a little bit of your love to me. There's so much that we need to share. So send in a smile and show that you care. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Hell is everything they said it would be. For a place full of fire, it's rather dark. I'm so sorry to have left all of you so suddenly. But I didn't realize part of being a good Christian was shooting somebody who was just trying to help. Just trying to liven things up. True, I'm gone for now. Trey thinks that he can Care Bear stare me with all the good Christian things that he's thinking about. He's gonna kill me with his good Christian vibes. Bury me under terrible, terrible, holy doctrines, and I'll just go away. That's what I like about you, Trey. You just keep making the same mistake. Well, just wanted to hijack his YouTube channel one more time to assure you that I am not dead. But as a matter of fact, I've never felt more alive. I'm sorry, my camera cut out for a minute. Thought my phone was broke. Started glitching and everything. Either way, yeah, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.